here. But interesting to see if they can get off to a hot start this time. Liquid on the CT side. And Movistar on the T side, already grouping up outside of the B bomb site. Going to be taking in control of that cave. They're running and throwing flashbangs. They're not slowing down. I don't think they're going to slow down. They keep going. Quick flank from the middle, though. Oh, and wait a minute. Is that going to be in time? They catch mopoz. Oh, that's very, very awkward. They needed to be in his bomb site and get the bomb down before Liquid show up. Elige with a... Oh, wait a minute. Everyone checking. They're not seeing it. Alex executing 1, 2, and looking for the third. Knife is out. He stabs Elige in the corner. He's still alone, though. He has to try and ace his way out of this round. The bomb is planted for him. He's doing a little bit of damage, but running out of bullets, and now they're going to come for him. Oh, and the knife doesn't obviously work at that range. What a shocking start.
After that highlight, you think Alex surely wins the round for him, but it was just one event among many, and Liquid were able to find the victory. This is impressive, though. And the thing is that with Alex finding this knife right here, he has a lot of money to work with. They found the bomb plant. He got a knife kill. There will be multiple rifles coming out for the side of Movistar Riders if they elect for that option. And I really would expect that they do.
Is this shox making it difficult to do like a fist bump? It's like a aim practice. Even
hard to get.
Yeah, even on that level, it's like you have to work for it. Okay, well, that was not the start that I was expecting. But we'll take it.
Couldn't have written it.
No.
Miss smoke at what should have been the doors for Liquid. It's a missed piece of utility that will afford mopoz a little bit more space than Liquid may expect he would be taking. But Movistar looked to be going for a late mid-take. Should go to the cubby onto Elige. How's he gonna fight out? Oh, he's in a tough position right now, and he's burned to death. The flash was just a little late from Nitro, and it may have even blinded Elige.
At least he couldn't see the flames that were burning him alive. So.
He doesn't know if he's in, if he's out.
Like,
it's actually
insane, like
it's a full experience of getting burned and being blinded.
Yeah,
that might be how real fire is.
It's not entirely possible. Oh man, in the middle, they actually grouped up all 4 members of that Liquid side, so a little bit interesting. Gonna go for a flank. What a catch, though. DeathZz out. SunPayus doing a lot of work right there. Also spotting out Nitro. They have 25 seconds. I don't know why they're bringing the bomb back. That does not seem like a good idea.
20 seconds. Mopoz making a lot of noise. oSee quells that threat. Naf behind the bomb site now. He has a lot of work to do, but Movistar, they might overlook him.
Why? I don't know why they would have guessed that he was here. Oh, what a headshot, though. 9 seconds. A double kill for oSee. He's going to start to fall back around the corner, and he has to go for the bomb plant. He can't. He's going to get caught, and now the round has been won. He can't win it. Oh, no.
Wow.
Movistar, they had the round, but because they caught the flank and even caught the second player trying to flank them there, they just felt like that's it. We need to fall back, but they needed to commit to that A-bomb site.
Those extra moments of hesitation were everything, and oSee comes up huge. Understanding the timing so well in that sequence. He catches the player as he's going for the split. In a crossfire with Naf, he's able to find 2. And right here, this peek, it may seem risky to some. Sure, that player could be holding him with a rifle, but oSee knows the situation. He knows how that player is going to be moving, trying to get onto the bomb site, and it disturbs him just enough that he's able to win the clutch.
That was about to be another second round conversion, without a doubt, but Liquid managed to make it work. Elige holding back here, MP9 in hand. Not going to wait for any more kills. He's still going to get the double. Back at it with a little bit more. And they finally find him, but that's plenty enough. Sometimes it can be pretty tempting if no one's checking you immediately to wait and try and get that multi-kill spray down. But sometimes it's best to just go for whatever is in front of you, you know?
Yeah, a kill is always nice when it's assured. Bird in the hand.
True.
That's how Elige saw it there. So 3-0 start for Liquid. A little bit messy in round number 2, but they recover things well. And now Movistar will have their first purchase. This is not the best spy, given that Alex has not that much utility, but everybody else is slotted pretty well.
Naf and shox pushing to try and take control of the cave, and on the other side, already throwing grenades at them. It's a vicious fight that's beginning here at the start of these rounds. They're really aggressive on the side of Movistar to try and make sure that they can put all the pressure on and maybe unseat Liquid from this position. That's a lot of contention around this area of the map so far.
Yeah, and Movistar actually haven't used any utility to clear it just yet. However, Liquid decide to fall off regardless. They've shown so much presence, Liquid that is, that they think that if Movistar clear this, they will use utility in order to flush these positions out. That's what that retreat indicates, and they're right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of utility that Movistar use. It's actually their last Molotov, and now Movistar, they only have a couple smokes. They basically just have to throw left side, right side smokes for a bomb site exec at this point.
Yeah, that utility use would have been so great if they would have found a kill behind it. Then it would have all made sense, but not quite what they got. DeathZz is still holding the middle and making sure no one's running out of that A hallway. And the rest of them are setting up. Wow, okay. If you smoke this off and you hug the back wall, you're going to be visible. Actually, that smoke will work against you if you're throwing it from the T side. You're going to assume that you can just cross into the bomb site. That's a pretty interesting trap that's being set up here. 23 seconds, and let's see if they're going to be outplayed by their own smoke. Naf is looking over at it. If they go close to the smoke, he can't really see them, but back there, he just might be able to. Oh, what a catch! I can't believe it. They must have studied that, surely. Otherwise, you would never check for it. Double kill for SunPayus. I have no idea how they knew that.
Oh, I gotta see that from SunPayus' perspective, because it felt like he might have just reacted. That was a nice shot. That was a good clear, too. And Movistar, that was their only option left in the round. And Liquid, they played out every part of that round up to that point about as well as you could. And they were in a strong setup on top of that. But sometimes you just barge into a bomb site, you hit a nice headshot, and the round is over. So still would just love to see if SunPayus is purely reacting, or if he has, how good is his crosshair placement is really my question.
Yeah, I feel like he must have surely been pre-aim. Otherwise, it's too quick, isn't it? Because you have to move your crosshair a lot.
It's pretty close.
It is pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed. That is so well done.
Oh, man, that second kill, too.
Boom, that blew up everything.
Nice job. It's always essential to get an early round on the T side of Ancient. If you don't, and you just fall in a deep hole, the utility from the CTs begins to mount, and it feels like the defense has become impregnable.
Look at Alex. They had a failed Molotov, the CTs, so he snuck out behind this smoke. Otherwise, he would have been held back from that Molotov. So a little bit interesting. It's a small detail, but sometimes that's all it takes for one of the enemies to creep in. shox playing around. He's feeling a little bit lonesome right now. No one there to guard him, so he's going to be starting to fall back. Fair enough. Haven't made that much headway either on the T side, but they're starting to creep towards that cave. Still waiting in the middle.
Clear that Movistar riders are okay with not doing too much for the first 50 seconds of a round here on Ancient. As long as they have lane control, they're comfortable, because they know they can hit these bomb sites in a split second. Also, the rotations on this map can be so fast for T's if you have mid.
Yeah, you can change your mind a lot. Oh, that is very scary.
Wow.
Might be scary for shox as well. How do you escape from this position now that you've been revealed? Under 40 seconds. He's brought in oSee. They're going to go back and check. Yeah, they want to find them. Good headshot for oSee, but they need another one here. Otherwise, it might create an opening for Movistar. Deagle is out, and that will get the job done. Well played. And now, over on the A-bomb side, Elysian Nitro actually holding it. They have a pretty good setup right here. I think this is going to be very hard for the T side to get into, although with a headshot like that, maybe I'll have to change my mind a bit. Good start. Nitro run and gun to take down Alex. It's going to be a bomb plant at the very least. Oh, no. Oh. I take it back. Nitro stops that process. And it means DeathZz is on his own. There's nothing that he could do. Great triple for Nitro. That is impressive.
That was essential for Nitro. That round should have been Liquid's for a lot of it. And in that last moment, when a Liege falls, things get a little bit dicey. But great recovery from Nitro. He's a player that definitely had his hardships at the beginning of this Liquid roster's formation, but he's definitely come into his own as an individual. Seems to be back to being a full-time Counter-Strike player.
And says Ancient is his favorite map currently.
Yes!
Because it's new.
Because it's new. That is the foundation of his liking it.
I like that attitude. I think that that's how you should approach life.
It's a fun way to...
something new.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's good. Wow, look at the control. shox all the way outside of cave. So they are, whether they know it or not, they've lost half the map right now on the Spanish side. That's a bit tough.
oSee, though, lone defender at A. Not even any help nearby. This is a little bit concerning for Liquid, but Movistar are making it abundantly clear that they're going for an A execute. They have no presence anywhere else on the map. These kind of hits are very tough to make work.
Nitro's kind of starting to get there. oSee, deep breaths right now. Ooh, he gets forced out with a... They spammed him right through the box, and he went for it anyway. Still got the kill.
Oh.
Nice little cover there. SunPayus making sure that that wasn't going to be successful, and I think they must have seen the shadow surely on Naf. He's flicking around, but he still gets the kill. Playing ring around the rosy with the boxes. I can't believe that that works out. He's got the bomb. Still plenty of time, but that is so confusing, and now he's smoked it off, and if they try and go for him, shox could be there, and they just might not really be ready for it. 25 seconds, they find Naf. Wallbang shot coming out. I guess that is one way to get rid of him. Now it's all on shox. 1 versus 3. SunPayus being wheeled in like a cannon to take down shox, and it works perfectly.
That was a very tough round to put together for Movistar riders. In terms of just having no map control whatsoever, only going for the solid A exec, that's not something that's usually available for T sides on Ancient. If you do this, there's so many ways that this can go wrong. Even if you get the bomb down, the post plan is very tough at that. But that shot right there, to get him out, that looked like a really strong crossfire between shox and Naf, and yeah, that one shot that SunPayus hit was huge.
I like the idea in general, once the round slows down, that they're kind of just moving him around with the AWP, and it's like, okay, you go look for kills, the rest of us will cover, and maybe it could work out. Trying for the triple. It's taken a while to set up. Could be an issue, but they're gonna find the kill anyway. Oh, he's gonna be mad.
That's not a bad way to get the AWP involved. Not going to expect that angle if you're SunPayus. So 5v4 advantage, but the weaponry still favors Movistar riders in this. Just upgraded pistols, MP9 on Naf, and of course the AWP on oSee. So Movistar riders, with how strong their site execs have been and how good they are at trading, they seem perfectly content with this situation. They'll just exec onto the bomb site with the utility that they have, left, right smokes, molly for pocket, and here we go.
shox, he's playing really far forward here. Sometimes if you get lost in the smoke and they walk past you, it just becomes a crazy roulette. No one has any idea what's happening after that point in time, but they're boosting on the other side. Oh, they're walking out right behind them. The timing not working out for shox this round, and they're going to go for the bomb plant.
Oh, the smoke's faded, though.
Yep, that's unfortunate. Lige is going to catch the headshot, taking down Alex. It's still a 3-on-3. I don't know. oSee, he's still in play. I don't want to doubt him anymore because he's been playing so well with this AWP, but it is a risk to go for a retake like this. You could give away the AWP. Seem like they're kind of posturing for it. They do have a defuse kit on Lige. He's already set up at the wall bang. They're getting so good at getting that angle. And the Lige is going to fall. Another defuse kit has been picked up. Now they're trying to get the job. Oh, and it's a 2-for-1. No scope to shut it down. Executing the rest of the Liquid lineup.
Takes them both down. DeathZz right there, just jumps through, knows what's at stake, knows that there has to be a player sticking. Tough to cover all of those angles. That is a huge victory for Movistar riders, despite the early round pick from oSee. He's completely in the smoke when he takes that shot right there.
Do you know that? You know that meme format with the kid who's sleeping and the guy who's standing up with his arms out?
Yes.
That's basically what happened, except it didn't work at all. You just took them both down.
That is, that yesterday was when Taco was defusing.
True.
Protecting Naf in the bed.
Wow.
But that's a curious situation, and It looked like a really good retake from Liquid, other than the fact that that spam came out. Okay, Liquid are doing a really good job on these tough rounds to find opening picks, but converting them is not easy versus Movistar. It really feels like Movistar are just, as long as they have the utility and any semblance of space on the map, they can make it work.
Yeah, they're so good at slowing down the rounds after they've been punched the first opening. He would love that rifle. I think that's why he's jumping around shox, but it's just out of reach.
A little too far, and you don't want to give up your life for free. By jumping, though, he does acquire some information. Just the fact that, hey, Movistar are actually coming back and re-clearing this lane out. So they don't get the gun, but Movistar do have to show their hand in terms of their positioning.
Yeah, checking, making sure there are no flanks. Okay, a little bit of a dink there. Alex gets softened up. Elise will find the follow-up. Nicely done from DeathZz. That's the kind of double spray they needed. If they would have lost DeathZz in that moment, they would have also given away an AK, and it could have been really tricky to retake the site again. 1 versus 3, though. And oSee, not a lot he could do in this round. So you got to tie up the squad, and this is a tremendous start for Movistar. They're actually doing really well at the moment.
On top of that, they have some bank. That is going to help propel them and keep the pressure on Liquid, even if Liquid are able to secure the next one. So yeah, this is great for Movistar. They're in a position that not many teams can hit on Ancient. When you're down a few rounds, evening up the scoreline seems like a luxury. That doesn't even seem like an objective. It's just staying within striking range once you switch over to that CT side. If you can go into the half even, you've done more than enough work.
Yeah, they're really impressive at the moment. So much unexpected good news coming out of that camp right now. 9th round. Liquid are struggling still with the economy, kind of in a rough position.
Yeah, no op on oSee. And with how well he's been playing on that weapon, it really sucks to see that for Liquid.
Exchanging the common grenades in the middle. And kind of posturing outside of the B bomb site. Wow, it's 3 CTs in the middle now for the side of Liquid. So they're looking for a bit of a follow-up in case Movistar were going to try and do a slightly late take at the middle here.
Wow. mopoz is 1 bullet away from death. Good utility damage on him early. And Movistar, they're just holding their ground. They are very comfortable playing the first 50 seconds of the round and not acquiring almost any space. They know how to still win a round with just 60 seconds to play with.
Yeah, clearing out the A hallways now, which is basically right next to T-spawn. So haven't really made a lot of progress on that side. 50 seconds. Starting to get into middle slowly. Utility is dropping a bit low on the CT side, so I guess that's one huge advantage of the clock running down, is that Liquid don't have nearly as many nades. And Movistar still have a lot of them to play with, so they have the mid control. Oh, look at it outside. Yeah, they're going to start to push. shox and Naf checking that part of the map and not finding anyone. This should be a bit of a warning, and they're going to realize now, yep, something is happening. A little bit of a setup there. Good tray, though. Alex able to take that one in return. And Nitro is playing inside of the smoke, and DeathZz, unless he bumps into him, how is he going to know? Nitro's thinking about it, and he might have spotted the gun barrel there. And with the kill that follows it up on oSee, that might just be the round here. 7 seconds left now. They're going to get the bomb plant down just barely. That's a very, very close round, but I don't know if Liquid... They might not even be... I mean, these rifles are super valuable right now to them. They're still thinking about it. Naf is just so low on health.
And with no smokes, it's so hard to justify this. There's a kit down, and Naf, that'll be a parting gift, but Movistar, they take the lead. This team is so comfortable with not doing anything for the first 50 seconds of a round here on Ancient. With a minute left, their playbook is vast. They've done B hits, mid to A hits, just A hits in general. This team has a good grasp of the map, and Liquid, despite the fact that it's Nitro's favorite, they're stumped right now. They're having a lot of difficulties in terms of finding multi-frags to stop these Movistar late round hits.
Really, really impressive. It's just the patience to get into middle at basically 40 seconds, but with all of the grenades that you needed, and then just finding the opening. 4 to 5, 10th rounders here. They managed to save 2 of those M4s from the previous round on the Liquid side, but otherwise, and they're not really working with much in this one. Would be a saving grace for Liquid if they could win this round with some crazy shots.
It almost feels like they need something like that to lift their spirits up, because Movistar have been tactically outplaying them.
Yeah.
I can safely say that.
Ooh.
Oh, that's one. That's a start. The Liquid have had man advantages before, and Movistar still find ways to fight back. But shox, he doubles up. A second kill makes this very dire for Movistar all of a sudden, especially with Nitro's advanced positioning towards A. He's just providing so much information for his team. And DaVyG still making a case for his team in the cave.
Nitro's now pushing forward. He's tired of waiting. Alex is in donut. DeathZz. The bomb is right there. Very awkward. 45 seconds. I guess maybe there is a way to thread this needle on the Spanish side, but it's unlikely.
Oh. If Nitro moves towards middle...
Or if he dies.
Or if he does...
Oh. He's been hurt already. DeathZz sees it coming. But that's also going to surely give the game away. Surely they realize something is up. Alex though is in CT spawn. That's a hard position to clear that he's in. And Nitro, he's waiting and just buying a lot of time. He finally goes down. Oh, but they've rotated past. Yep, Alex has already let one of them through. Oh. Waiting for a second one. This is such a huge play. 13 seconds on the clock. He's going to pick up the one, and he catches oSee as well. Unreal play coming out. Shox out of it. They're going to find him, and they win the 2-on-4. Genius coming out right now.
That is such a great play from Alex to wait in CT right there to double up on the frags. It felt like there was no chance for Movistar in that one, but all of that position that Alex took and the fact that Nitro loses the duel in T-spawn, man, Movistar, it actually feels like they can do no wrong now. Even if they lose the first pick, the second pick, they have ways to fight back. They have plans. They can come up with ideas on the fly. This was just so excellent from Alex.
Yeah, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. It's rough. It's rough out here. 6-4. They're really, I don't think this might be some of the best T-side Ancient I've seen in a really long time.
As a
maybe
team,
ever almost.
As a team, yes. I've seen some phenomenal individuals on the T-side of Ancient that can open up the map, but in terms of teamwork and putting plans together, Movistar right now are doing such a fantastic job.
I'm so excited for it because I'm one of those people that's not so hyped on Ancient, if I have to be perfectly honest. So getting a team like this that can prove that maybe a lot more is possible, that at least I'm thinking some of the time, is really, really impressive. Good follow-up from mopoz, that's important. shox, he's been doing this a lot and actually getting away with it a fair bit, so it's nice to see that they're able to punish him. oSee, not far away.
Looks like he missed the timing there. DeathZz is already so close at A. They could just walk into A right now. Little do they know.
Good read from Alex.
And that's such a strong default position. Right eye behind a piece of cover that covers so much of your body.
Yeah. And it goes back to what you mentioned a couple of times, is they're quite happy to spend, 30, 40 seconds waiting, and that's what that gives you sometimes, is the ability to kind of wait it out. Ooh.
Yeah, see if there's an error, play to punish.
Interesting. Nitro gets drawn back in behind that. mopoz is kind of still able to make plays over on this side. And again, this kind of goes to what we're talking about, their understanding of this map. If he can open this up, if he finds a way in, they can all rotate back and get here before the CT side really can. mopoz, he's walking real close. oSee's thinking about it, but he's just not ready. And there is still Naf here, and he'll find the headshot. That is a critical kill. Now it's up to Alex to basically win the fight against Naf and get the bomb down in about 10 seconds. It doesn't seem like it's going to be doable, and he will fall at the end. But think about how dynamic that round is from the side of Movistar. They're practically on the A-bomb side, but one opening on the other side of the map, and they would have been able to get right back there.
Yeah, if they just won that singular duel on the long side player, that could have changed everything. But Liquid, they're able to recover. Movistar once again making their first move around the 55-second mark. It feels like that's definitely part of their game plan. Just maybe exercise a little bit of a lane pressure, but make the real point of attack known only after a minute has gone by. But they might change up the pace here, though. Looks like they are.
Yes, they're gonna try. Oh, that's a lot of damage. No kills from behind it, but it's still a big issue. That's a confined space inside of that bomb site. oSee's gonna find mopoz. Bomb will be planted here, and shox is still in the cave, so they're kind of all being pressured into the bomb site. DeathZz is there to make sure that if there's a flank coming that way, maybe he'd catch it, but this might be a very hard bomb site to hold for Movistar in spite of the fact that they have the plant.
That smoke, though, came down very late. That's going to burn a lot of the clock for Liquid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can jump on that box, actually. Yeah, this has already burned half the clock. They got to hurry up.
All right, speed behind it. Yeah, listen to the time. It's already so far ticked. 1 or 2 more kills, and this might be doable. Alex trying to buy that time. Yep, someone has to get on that bomb right now. They're throwing the smokes on top. Are they going to have it in time? I think it's going to be real close. Nitro just barely. Ooh, that could have gone horribly wrong.
That was so close. Liquid, they feel good about the fact that they won, but that keeps the blood pressure pretty high. Oh, man. And that fast play from Movistar definitely caught Liquid off guard in terms of just how they change up the tempo like that. And you got to expect in the next gun round, Liquid just don't know what to expect. They don't know what's coming next now because Movistar have shown their hand in a variety of fashions. But thankfully for Liquid, they should be able to breathe just a little bit. The utility, the weaponry for Movistar, it's a half buy.
The plan here must be...
What? Okay. Okay, mopoz has gotten out onto the bomb site, but there's multiple angles that he has to deal with now, and Elijah's already here on the rotation. Good nade, but still is going to be tough for Movistar.
mopoz showing the power of not caring.
Yeah. Your absolute fearlessness.
Yeah, he's just running onto it, jumping past with a knife out there. At least gonna get the bomb plant. shox is still pretty far away. The other 4 are in CT spawn, trying to see if they get this retake on. I remember last time, I mean, they almost ran out of time for that defuse. They're all right here, but you have to be careful still. mopoz adds a nice flashbang in his eyes, and he's going to be going down. DeathZz is going to get 1 kill here. Oh, picks up a second one. Still 3 of them left, and he's inside of the smoke, pretty obviously so, and they're going to be able to find him. So, 7-6, and Liquid need all 9, like, they need to get to 9 here, no doubt.
Yes, yes. This is already a job well done for Movistar in terms of the halftime score. Of course, they want more, and they'll have more opportunities. Another gun round coming out off the back of that bomb plant. And you can tell that the pace from Movistar riders is catching Liquid off a little bit. They're having to put together some situations that it doesn't feel like Liquid is in control. That's a key factor. Whereas on Inferno, they definitely were. But this time around, Movistar, they've got a good grasp of this.
Speaking of changing the pace, both Alex and mopoz trying to turn it up to 11 at the end here, but they get both caught. And I wonder about this. I mean, I feel like the slow style from Movistar was working all right.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just think that the other team's going to make the right adaptation, so you preemptively make a different call. But I haven't actually even seen a certified recipe for success for Liquid against late rounds for Movistar.
No, it feels like they've been controlling them really well. Okay.
Wow.
That is a pretty good find.
Yes.
A lot of defense here, though, from that CT side. Nitro and oSee still in position. Missed opportunity. Oh, they're going to hunt him down. SunPayus actually, he jumped across to try and get that kill. Nitro, yeah, he's wedged in. He cannot escape. And DaVinci will take him down. 2-on-2 now. A little bit of a shot ringing out against Naf. Got to be careful about that one. Still 38 seconds. shox with a very important kill there. And that might open the round back up. No bomb plant happened for Movistar. That was the one. If they needed this 2-on-2, if they could have got a bomb plant before the rest of the defense showed up, it would have been huge. But now instead, DeathZz, he could probably run to the B bomb side if he really wanted to. Now that he has the bomb, if he can escape, that is. But he's sticking. Oh, wait. Oh, they might be thinking the same thing. I think they've made a big mistake here. Sneaking out, getting the one, and almost catching shox. I think they thought the same thing. They probably felt, all right, he's escaped because of the flashbang. 8 seconds now. And DeathZz, he might as well go for it here. Go for the last possible second. He's going to have it, but man, is it close. 1 versus 1 against shox. Not a position many players would want to be in. DeathZz, he's going to fake it out. Goes straight for it, and it's a shot in his face at the end. Nice double for shox and a very important clutch.
shox just holds his nerve, holds the ankle, doesn't press on forward, expects the timing swing to come out, and it did. Well done by the French import. This round, again, it got so hairy. This was a 3-on-5. This was a round that Movistar had no business being in. And DeathZz, this moment right here was
actually sick.
Yeah, that was really nice from him. He read their minds in terms of how they were going to react to what he did. Just couldn't quite close it out, but makes it very competitive.
15th round. Last of the half. shox again back at it, pushing out of the cave to try and get some information. Oh, but the return is even better. Headshot taken down now for the boost over the smoke. Did eat some nade damage behind it, but they're going to be fine with it. Nitro is, again, kind of pushing the rest of the defense towards the B-bomb side by this forward position.
Yeah, but Movistar, they've been so good in 4v5s. Imagine what they could do in a 5v4. Holding the line is DaVinci, but oSee, nice shot. He's peeking into that angle on the left side, peek too, and he still wins it. It's impressive.
They're leaving mopoz alone and just going for that A-bomb site. So if he can stay alive, ooh, that is a nice find. Catching a leash, and that also slows down the... Wait a minute, they don't know about shox. No, behind that kill, they're rotating back through T-spawn. Oh, they thought about it. They almost walked into it. That was so close. They actually almost ran in front of shox. But then they realized, wait a minute.
It's all about shox's timing. He can be on such a quick flank behind them. It does seem like they're aware of that possibility. They keep on checking it, but still, anything is possible there. Nice little flash setup between oSee and Nitro. Actually, oSee just decides to wheel the op. Now the flash comes out. This should activate Nitro. Goes for the swing, and there we go. shox cleans it up. Bomb is down, and mopoz 1-on-3. It'll be a 9th round for Liquid as they go into the second half. mopoz will try to find some damage, and oSee takes him down.
Wow, truly some of the best Ancient we've seen in a long, long while. That is exciting. Hopefully the second half will jam pretty much the same level. I want to see that. It's coming right up.
Rounds, but the CT side of Ancient is where everybody makes their bread. This is not a favorable position to be in for Liquid.
No.
This is a situation where, despite the fact that Nitro likes this map, you're up against a team that just beat players on it.
Yeah.
You've got your work cut out for you.
They're on the bomb site. DaVinci is on a deep flank through T-spawn. The bomb should be planted. They're trying to see if they can get that job done right away. And now it's a really interesting retake. Now, mopoz is the man to look for. He has a smoke and a kit. Oh, if he can get on there, it's going to be worth it. But Nitro taking down that flank. And it's a good start. DeathZz with a shot in return, and it's a 4-on-4. Bomb is ticking. Oh, they don't even use the smoke for the plant. I actually thought they would put it on top of the bomb, but that's going to be interesting. That might be a big mistake. We're going to find out. Trying to shoot over it, Elige, putting a couple of bullets through. We all know that wall bang by now, and it's going to be successful, but still a chance. Maybe the kit is lost to them, and now it's a 2-on-2. SunPayus jumping straight on there, but they're going to run him down. There is no chance they're going to let him do it. Nice job on oSee at the end for the triple, and Liquid will win the round.
That was a flurry of frags on that bomb site. But yeah, the point about the smoke going towards cave, you'd think that would probably force the hand of Movistar, or make them clear out that ramp, but they just could never get it done in a timely manner, that is. Took them a little bit too long. There was a lot of spam being thrown out by oSee, and this is why it is scary to let the T's have cave and have the bomb down at default. That spam is just, it's so easy for players to line up now.
Do you think maybe the spam is the reason why they didn't go for the smoke on top? Because having the smoke didn't really help.
Wouldn't change anything, perhaps?
Maybe you just say, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to get shot for the wall anyway, so might as well use it somewhere else.
Yeah, if anything, maybe smoking the ramp nowadays is just stronger, so you can, and just force clear cave. You can't let them stay in cave.
Yeah, you have to get rid of it. That could well be. Okay. Well, it's been a topic of conversation for this best of 3. Those second round conversions.
It's been tough for both teams.
Yeah. Something that Liquid cannot afford to have happen here. And that would be unforgivable.
Right. It feels so strange to say that also felt like a must-win pistol for Liquid.
Yeah. And they've just lost shox.
Yep. Yep, here it comes.
They have a pretty good stack at this B bomb site.
Oh, and there's only one smoke left for Liquid too. Oh, this is going to be a little bit rough getting onto that B site.
Yeah, you can already feel your toes curling.
Yep.
Could be a problem. 34 seconds now. Oh, some spam, but it kind of goes right between them. They must be feeling like, all right, maybe we have a chance coming up the ramp, but there's a big defense already slowed down. 23 seconds, making their way around the corner. Nitro, big opening, but they don't guess that there's a second player. Oh, they check for it. What a spin. oSee, absolutely heroic play. If he doesn't check that, they lose the round, and they might very well lose the series behind that, but that was everything.
And the awareness from oSee, knowing it wasn't a full clear into the pocket, that's mega. That is a huge, huge kill to find for oSee, sitting on 20 kills and 7 deaths. oSee is doing such a great job for Liquid. Seems like there needs to be a little bit more help, though, because this game it's still anyone's game. It really is. This is the opener onto shox. Yeah. And Nitro keys in on that CT side.
It's so hard. If you see it from Nitro's point of view, you think, of course he doesn't check. Like, it looks so clear. That could have completely derailed this series for Liquid. Instead, 11-6. They get rid of some of the dangerous weapons on that Movistar side. Still the Scout and the MP9 and some upgraded pistols on that side, but they could get to 12-6 here, which they're still not out of the woods, but it's a pretty good position to be in. It could be a very even game all of a sudden if they get there.
It definitely gives you a nice cushion.
Yeah.
But
not as nice as the ones on Mirage, maybe?
No, not the ones in Palace, no. Not quite. Those ones are real cozy.
Premium cushions.
Yeah, 10,000 thread count.
Oh, is that a thing?
It's lavish, yeah. thread count is it's essential. Just more threads per square inch, the finer.
I'm not up to date with that LA lifestyle that you're living. I just go to IKEA and buy cushions. Like I'm mopoz playing real close. He's low on health, but that CSET 75 is still dangerous. If they just a little bit carelessly walk around the corner, they could have still died to that, no problem. A little bit of damage there. SunPayus I don't know if it's... certainly now it's desperation. Fire everywhere around him. DeathZz maybe, almost certainly should have had that kill on Nitro.
Yeah, it feels like it. But the aim punch really hindered his chances. Liquid making a nice mid-round to get to A, as there is nobody protecting that bomb site. Alex will be late on the case. If you can get one, that'd be nice. But... oh, okay. That's actually a nice shot, but shouldn't be good for anything else. So Liquid will put themselves on 12-6 advantage. SunPayus does have the scout right now. You don't want to take that into the upcoming round, so it wouldn't hurt to be a little bit aggressive with it. Although the armor is nice, actually. He probably is going to just drop the scout anyways, and saving $650 is... I mean, you got to be responsible like that. Don't just go buying 8,000 thread count pillows for no reason. It's just, is that where you really need to spend your $600? Maybe I'm talking to myself. That's... that might be my interior monologue coming out.
It's really amazing. I'm still not sure if this even exists as a concept, so I'm trying to figure out.
It does. It feels great, actually. It's like almost like silk when the thread count's that high.
No way. So
not that quite.
Hold on. If we do a blind test, Maui, and
you'll definitely feel between the low thread count and a very high thread count.
Okay, but if we put you down on at 1,000 thread increments, could you tell the difference? Like,
no, that's...
didn't know. I feel like we need a real study on
with
this.
A drastic one, yes, but 1,000 thread increments, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I've learned a lot today. I'm happy about that. Yep. He definitely upgraded that scout into an AWP, and oSee found that out the hard way. 4 and 5 to begin with. It looked like they wanted to put some pressure on that A-bomb side, try to get in there really early. We saw how that worked earlier. I think mopoz was the one making the jump, like just straight in there with a knife out. So, I mean, you can beat that defense sometimes if you get close enough, but they got stopped.
With how many defenses set up early, 3B, 1 mid, 1 donut, it's not even a bad option to just try that. Just feel it out. See if keep the other team honest. Keep them on that A site at least, because it can actually be conditioning for the future. But there's a player right here. What a clear by Naf. Okay, that is swift. shox doesn't want to test his luck through that smoke, though, and that's a wise decision. Keep it a 4-on-4.
He's still hanging around outside of the A-bomb site, so it's one of those scenarios where it feels like Movistar would have wanted to put Elige into play if they were controlling him on this position to try and see if they could create another opening. He's kind of grouping up towards middle instead. Still 40 seconds on the clock, and Alex right up close. They're going to have advanced warning. SunPayus is starting to get back to the bomb side as well. That's a bit of an issue. Oh, nice clear again. This time it's shox to take down Alex. And now it's a 3-on-4. Sub 20 seconds almost now as they're trying to see if they can clear the bomb site. Bit of a crossfire. DeathZz gets one, and the AWP is in play. This is absolutely perfectly timed.
That's just such a natural crossfire of Ancient B site. That is a good rotation over from SunPayus. Don't just sit behind the smoke. Get into position to help his teammate out. DeathZz and DeathZz end the round with a kill apiece. But that wasn't the worst starting for Liquid to find a 4-on-4. This clear from Nav is simply perfect. It almost feels like he shouldn't have expected a player to even be there at that point in the round, but he knows what's available. He knows what's not.
Yeah, they played it. It worked out really well right up until that point. If DeathZz doesn't get the kill, then they can focus on avoiding the AWP. But as soon as that happens, it kind of all goes right out the window. 12-7. Liquid still able to buy a course. We'll see. I think Movistar, they've given us maybe a temporary false sense of how much you could get done on the T side.
Yeah.
But it's entirely possible that Liquid are going to get shut down.
Yes, yes. And one thing that Movistar were doing such a good job of on their T side is that they almost, despite the fact that they would play very passively for the first minute, they almost always had lane. And Liquid are actually playing so far back, they don't even have eyes on lane right now. So they might have to use a little bit of utility to clear this out. No, they just walk out, actually. So that
could be dangerous.
At least hides their intentions. There we go. Liquid, 50 seconds into the round, they go for their mid-clear. So a little bit ahead of the Movistar schedule. We'll see if they're able to convert just like Movistar did in the last half.
Bomb still a little bit further back outside of the B bomb site. But again, this forward position on that AWP means not only could you get a kill, but you could... They're going to fall back from it. I like that idea, though, because you get a kill, you fall back, you reveal their intentions. It's actually accomplishing so many things all at once. 30 seconds now. Grenades are raining down. It's pretty much all of the standard nades. Naf is hiding inside, and is he going to go on the reload? Not quite. Down to 20 seconds. They're cutting it so close right now. Follow-up grenades going over. They have a couple of flashbangs left, but that's it. So they need to get in here and get the bomb down. 10 seconds on the clock, and they're trying to see if they can get it working. That is really scary. If anything goes wrong in that moment, they're going to be out of it. Still bleeding a couple of players here, and it's a 3-on-5.
Yeah, shox first to contest. And he loses the duel versus mopoz. Just down to Nitro and Elige. There's no utility, but Elige is able to find one. He's stuck in the cave right now, and he has a wealth of players to deal with. Only gets one more. And Movistar are successful on the retake.
Shows a high level of confidence that they pretty much let them have that whole bomb site. I mean, they did get smoked away from it, but you could have tried to challenge it, but they're like, no, it's fine. Let them have it, and then we'll win the follow-up here, and they certainly did.
Yeah, and one thing that Movistar were so good at doing in the first half that just happened to Liquid is that it felt so rare that they would take casualties on the bomb site itself. If they had to trade out to get onto the site, that's one thing, but after the bomb's planted, they're usually just hightailing it out of there. They like the post-plant positions from cave, from the ramp, and Liquid, they get caught. One player in transition as the smoke is fading, and then Naf goes for the swing from the default pillar itself. And those small margins, those small differences are where it seems like Movistar is coming out ahead. That being said, Liquid still do have the 4-round lead, but we can see that this is not any advantage. There's no advantage when you're on the T side.
Yeah, not a lot has to go wrong right now for Liquid to really be in trouble. I mean, they still have the luxury of being able to buy, but even that party is going to come to an end if they don't keep putting the bomb down here. So we'll see. 4-round gap. All of them gravitated towards the B side. We've seen other teams that will be very aggressive in the A hallways. If you let them on the CT side, they'll sort of push out. So Movistar haven't really shown that yet, but Liquid, that's a potential danger when you put everyone over on this side. And at least if you're not rushing, if you're sort of standing still for a bit here.
It feels like an all-in play for Liquid. They've already got their nades prime, a lot of damage being taken, and Movistar, they're just playing back. They're comfortable playing the retake, and Alex from the back lanes is able to find one. Elige does get the trade, but Liquid, they got to get this bomb planted soon, or the cavalry will arrive.
Can they get away?
Oh! Okay.
2 for 1. SunPayus making that AWP work. And oSee, just nothing that he could do. Way too many angles. Another round. 9 on the boards now for Movistar. They're taking some steps closer right now. And Liquid, I mean, they get the bomb plant, and even then, their money is just not there. Wow.
And we've been saying that this lead is not safe for Liquid. This is a tough defense to get through for Movistar. They know what risks they can take in these sort of situations. That is very fortunate for SunPayus. That is that's a picturesque lineup. If you take a snapshot of those two players as they're swinging out, they're right overlapping, perfectly overlapping.
Yeah, they did. Synchronized peak.
Yes, yeah.
It's a rare Olympic event.
Yeah, you get a 10 out of 10 if you were competing, but instead SunPayus just does 200 damage actually with one bullet.
It's not bad. It's efficiency right there. Mopoz also finding a bunch of players with pistols in the middle that he took down. 3 of them, in fact, leaving Naf on his own. So 10 to 12, going to be the immediate scoreline here. And this is also a big change because the money is starting to really ramp up on the Spanish side.
Oh yeah, 5 alive right there. Previous round, they had 3. Actually, they had 3 alive every round they won.
This is
at least.
Actually a super, kind of a historic moment in terms of Spanish Counter-Strike, because that has been gone missing for a really long time.
Oh yeah, when's the last time Spanish Counter-Strike has been near the top?
I mean, early on we had people like Musambani playing. There's some Spanish names out there that have done a lot, but yeah, it really went missing for a long time. So good to see that that there's a little bit of a return in some.
Yeah, Movistar Riders, I mean, they've just been a team that's been grinding in Tier 2 more or less for a while. They're getting a crack at Tier 1 here at ESL Pro League. And they're doing a very, very commendable job. If they take down players yesterday and they take down Liquid today, that's the heavy hitters of the group right there.
Who are these? I think it was Mutt and Fox, Portuguese Fox, and Musamba. There's a couple of players like that were playing. They were sort of keeping that space alive for a bit.
Yeah.
And then it just went missing for a real long time. So
yeah, so many different reasons why regions just have gone missing for a bit.
That's not something that was on my 2022 bingo card for Counter-Strike, Spanish Counter-Strike. Just not on my radar on some level. So I think this is actually super exciting.
It is. It is. Seeing a whole region come up, but it's 1 BO3 now. If Movistar can make it to the playoffs, make a name for themselves, that would be something. That would be something for the narrative.
Nade damage. Elige hoping for an opening. Started to fall back, except Alex is inside of the smoke. Oh, they've really sold this. Elige doing a very good job at sort of convincing them that this is actually going to be a B attack. Oh, you're right. 8 seconds. They can't slow it down. DeathZz, 1 kill is all he needs, and he kind of knows it. He feels the pressure. He really wanted to go for it. Maybe it would have been worth it, but we'll never find out. And now Elige and Naf get put into play, cutting it close here. Our Team Liquid, but they're able to pick up the round, 13-10. Ooh, that's a call.
That was so late that Movistar almost had no option but to bite on that fake. That looked so convincing. Bomb being planted. By the time it's down 2-3 seconds left, 4, either way, Liquid definitely fooled him there. That was an excellent call from Nitro. Great late round play. As you can see, they just stole it. They just stole the round. They didn't even have to get a kill by the time they planted. And Elige, he's hunting actually. Okay, that's going to hurt the economy that Movistar have done such a great job building up.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
Yeah, sets you up to potentially bring this game back, at least for this half.
Wow, yeah, that was... when you have that little time left, again, DeathZz, if he'd been in a slightly more advanced position, to win the round. He doesn't even have to get a kill, probably. He could just... If he was in the sort of those back A hallways instead, and if he just fires the gun, he probably wins.
Even if he just rotated aggressively and proactively through Donut itself.
Yeah.
That could have changed everything too. But they took the bait. Liquid happy about the result, but it's going to be a tough one to replicate.
Yeah, it's not come easy to them at all. It's the first round that Liquid win in 4, so if that pattern repeats itself, it's going to be 14-14 by the time Liquid sort of get another round, and then, yeah.
And the pattern recognition is making me really afraid right now for Liquid.
Just a bit. Okay, pushing through. That's a nice idea, and that actually is worth it. Elige getting the return kill on Damage. They're trying to see if they can hunt down Mopoz. He's forward, but he's got some backup here. And that actually works so well. Nice headshot for Elige, trying to save his team in this round. This looked lost already, 2-on-4. Pushing forward though, and Elige almost catching Mopoz, but the smoke is gonna keep him safe. And oSee goes down. So now it's all on Elige. 1 versus 3. With 40 seconds.
He's retrieved the bomb, but there are so many players here. And Alex, the first one he meets, takes him down, playing an off angle in the bomb site. And Liquid, they still have some money to work with. Can expect a force buy here. But Movistar, as soon as they lose a round, they just bounce back. And it didn't even look particularly competitive in this one.
No. I love that forward pressure, that double setup from the cave, especially with the AWP, making sure that if someone was going to swing to try and take down the rifle player who is engaged in some sort of prolonged combat there, SunPayus was ready for it, saving his teammate. Oh, we're going to see some speed behind this one. They're trying to go fast. They have that MAC-10 hunting it down. Oh, jumping. Did he not have head armor?
Oh, wow.
I don't think he did. Alex blew up in that moment. And now it's a 4-on-5. They're on the bomb site, and they're going to go straight for the bomb plant here. grouping up, flashes going over, and those are very, very effective. Shutting it down. Huge double for DaVyG. That flashbang just absolutely ruined their day.
That was such an important part of the map to take hold of for Liquid, and they fell. So now, even though there's a smoke from Liquid on that long side, Movistars have enough utility to clean this one up. The time is ticking low, though.
Oh, what?
Oh!
Nitro back in is looking for more.
Oh!
More headshot. He taps it away.
What?
Spectacular play.
Okay, all right, Nitro. That is a way to put up a site defense right there. Movistar had a lot of reasons to still win that round, but if you're just going to tap them out like that, they're not going to have any way to respond. That is excellent work from the captain of Team Liquid.
In this moment, right when it goes for the first swing, they only have 2 flashbangs left on the Liquid side. I think they realize if we go and try and hide on the A ramp and in the cave,
yeah,
we're gonna get. But they had Molotov. They had, I think, 2 smokes left on the CT side. They would have got blocked out everywhere, and they just wouldn't have been able to do anything.
That's great recognition from Liquid. When you go for the fast plays, what it means for the CTs is that the retaking players are going to have more utility than you are, and so you do have to make your stand. You have to fight. And Nitro does just that. And when that long duo, oSee and shox, collapse, it did feel like it was Movistar favored. So Nitro knew he had to throw a wrench in the works of the plan for Movistar on that retake. Well done.
DeathZz, wow, he is he's just taking over the middle on his own. This is tough because if they lose this round, they're gonna have no money. They actually are in so much trouble here. And DeathZz, he does sort of back up towards Donut instead, so he could be here to try and open up the bomb side, and he will. Take down DeathZz. It's a good start. DaVyG just can't really hold him back. This is a real disaster.
Now, this is a tough retake for Movistar. Doesn't look like there's an avenue in for this one. Might just have to save for the next round. mopoz is seeing if there's anything gifted to him on his flank, but oSee's already holding the angle, and with the superior weapon at that.
Yeah, I'd say definitely it's worth saving, because for them to win 4 rounds, I mean, they've already done that once in this half. They could do it again. But it's going to be series point now for Liquid, 15-11. A lot of speed behind that. DeathZz, I mean, the fact that he took middle on his own like that so quickly, very, very hard to account for if you're on the CT side.
Ooh, things get tough now for Movistar. Their buy is not healthy. DeathZz and DaVyG, they won't be working with rifles in the upcoming round. And Liquid, they have 4 opportunities to close this series out. Movistar were making a case for the upset, but now they have to prove themselves.
I mean, they got to save the AWP, and the way that SunPayus has been playing, it's hard to not see that as a huge upside. See if he can actually find some opening kills with it here. Molotovs everywhere in the middle. They're not going to try and push behind it this time. They're lacking so many nades already on that CT side, though. That's kind of the other issue.
Looks like Liquid want to go for that late mid pop once again. They have a lurk in shox towards A. In fact, they might just group up towards A main. It's generally not advisable to go for a full A exec without any sort of space towards lane or middle. Don't think that's where Liquid... I don't think that's where their hand will be forced, though. They still want to make an attempt at this position.
SunPayus, yeah, he's covering that angle. Looking from the hallway or outside cave towards the middle, taking down Nitro. It's a pretty good start. And it almost feels like now they really are being pushed into this position. DeathZz is over here. DaVyG not that far behind. 50 seconds still. Surely they're not going to backtrack across the map with under 40 seconds. So it feels like it's going to be just inching their way onto the bomb site. Now the jig is up. They know what's coming. DeathZz behind the box. Smoke. Ooh, that'll buy a little bit of space for him, and he looks for the opening, taking down DeathZz. Absolutely brilliant defense here.
Oh.
Shox shows up with a double, but still, this is going to be tricky. 2-on-3. Naf with a headshot. Wait a minute, that could actually change it. The bomb, though, is kind of dropped out in the open, and someone will have to give up their position and try and reclaim that bomb, or they're not going to have a chance at it here. 13 seconds. Mopoz shows up and takes down Shox. 10 seconds now. I have no idea how Naf could do this. He's going to get the headshot quick there, but 5 seconds left, and I don't think he can find SunPayus in CT spawn. 3-2, and yep, he's not going to quite make it. There's another round here for Movistar. It got real close at the end, but they're fighting for that overtime.
SunPayus just barely staying alive. As soon as he recognizes where the clock's at, he just backs on up. And Movistar, they live to fight another day. But one thing to take away from all of that damage that Liquid did is that the buy is still not that good for Movistar, and Liquid have money to work with. So this next round should be, in terms of weaponry, in terms of equipment, Liquid favored once again. But yeah, once you see that opening pick from SunPayus towards middle, it feels like Liquid, they were finally just forced into the A exec. They made it incredibly competitive, but it's always such an uphill battle, just trying to fight into A with no other space. You don't take away any angles from the CTs. They have so much to work with, both donut, backside, CT, temple, everything's at your fingertips. Everything you can work with.
I love that smoke that goes in front of the box to help out DeathZz.
Yes, that was cool.
It's such a great way to improvise that, because it's almost like it sort of extends the width of that box, and it's really hard to see on the T side, you know,
Yeah.
where is he even going to be hiding?
You saw he got another kill because of it, too.
Yeah.
It's a really neat idea, neat protocol coming out from Movistar.
You're right, they don't really have that great weaponry still on the CT side. They need to go a little bit further here. Attempted opening, DeathZz. Ooh, he swings into it with the FAMAS and he ends up going down. Good return. There's one of them, but they're ready for it. oSee covering the angle so nicely. DeathZz though was quick to take down shox on the other side. So it's still a 3-on-3. They have a little bit of coverage here. Could try and go for it. Oh, wow. He actually won that fight. It looked like Elige had almost nothing but his face showing, so it looked like he could have had that headshot. Naf testing the flames.
Seeing if you can pick one off in a cheeky way. Now, Naf, he's still the one holding the bomb. And oSee's just looking to see if anyone from Movistar approaches a little bit too early, if they give any handouts here. Because fighting your way back in a situation like this, it's not easy on Ancient. It's so difficult to find a plant. This is a great off angle from mopoz. Should be good for one at least.
Surely there's no way to...
Oh, what? Ow! oSee just spins around and takes him down. He's looking everywhere, and yet he's still able to make it a 2-on-2.
Well, Alex is still in position in this bomb site, so it might be hard to clear this one out as well. Oh, he's getting run down. MP9 in hand, and he's going to get the kill. Oh, there's a limit to the madness at the very least. Bomb, not even going to be attempted on the other side. He gets the plant, but... Oh, wow. That is a 15-13 scoreline. Yeah, a little bit of disrespect on top. I like that. Yeah. Let him know.
Yeah, throw it out there. Show him who's boss of that round.
That is crazy. I can't believe... I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening here, but...
Yes.
A kill in the middle from oSee should probably not have happened.
No, this is... Oh, my goodness. The ragdoll also just flies off the screen. Yeah, that is a quick scope shot from oSee. All right. 13-15. Liquid, they'll be able to buy a couple upgraded pistols here. A little bit of utility. They've made a fast B play work in the past in this kind of situation, but it doesn't seem like they're exercising that option for round number 29.
Yeah, at least they're going to have sort of one more shot at it, so... This is the kind of round where eventually just pulling the trigger and going for it, sort of getting some sort of rush in on first contact makes sense. But again, this could easily be overtime.
Yes.
CT side is starting to accumulate some better weapons too. Probably still lacking on some of the nades, but in the next round they should be alright unless they suffer heavy casualties here. Shox waiting outside of the A-bomb site.
This is feeling like a 2-3 donut A main split. They're doing it silently. And DeathZz just playing for the info.
Oh.
Okay.
That first jiggle actually led one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the nightmare, isn't it? They're just a bit off. But they have 3 people at this A-bomb site already, so should be a pretty good setup right now. Trade is in. DeathZz is going to pick up one of them. oSee will trade that one. So far, so good for Team Liquid. SunPayus. Oh, he misses a shot, which is a rare thing these days. He's been so good, and shox wants to catch him, maybe hoping for a random timing there. It doesn't work out in their favor, and Nav is crouched in. 4 health left. It's going to have to be a really fast headshot. They lose oSee on the crossfire, and instead, it's 14-15. 1 round away from overtime. Oh, man.
Liquid just losing out some duels there in the post plant. Movistar, they're setting themselves up well for this. It's an interesting choice from shox, but if he thinks he can catch an op out, you probably do need some sort of advantage there. The positioning wasn't too good for him and his team, so being a little bit proactive right there. Can't fault him too badly, even though it looks a little silly, but honestly, you're probably not winning a post plant on Ancient A without taking some kind of risk at some point.
And it's possible he has some sort of mental picture where, you know, he fails a shot, he's ready, he's with a grenade in hand, ready to throw it, and you come running back. Like, it's hard to say sometimes, yeah?
Yeah, and sometimes it just seems like I mean, sometimes in a high-pressure game like this, that's exactly what'll happen. Just one little slip-up, even a whiff. I mean, SunPayus just whiffed a shot. Who knows? Maybe it happens again. But we're here, round number 30.
I also feel like when you have that immediate feeling that that's what's happening, you almost have to react to it instantly, because if you stop and you sort of think it over and like, oh, it's like that moment is past, you know. So I don't necessarily mind it either. Okay, 30th round. Movistar, if they could get into overtime, really anything could happen. If they lose right at the end here, I feel like that would be so heartbreaking.
Oh, that's a missed smoke.
Yes, it is.
Allows safe passage for Liquid into middle. Oh, this is something we haven't really seen. Red room pressure from shox, but DaviG is ready. He hasn't had to do all too much from that position at all this game. And finally, he gets a kill there.
Yeah, the most he's been rotating back through the A hallways to try and help out. oSee going to get boosted up. Alex is a little bit closer than you'd normally be scoping up for. Trying to still get that flick in. It's a pretty cool idea. Doesn't quite work out the way that he wanted it. Now they've kind of given up on the rest of the map here, Team Liquid, and have grouped up outside of the B bomb site.
Yeah, but they have no smokes. This is tough. It's so tough already to get into B. If you don't have smokes to cover off long side, short side, it's not going to be any easier. mopoz right here at the cave. Is there a flash setup or anything? Nope, just plays the off angle, takes down Nitro. 2-man advantage for Movistar.
It's looking so good for that overtime right now. Elige goes for a bit of a swing and a bit of damage dished out, but he's in trouble, stacked up against the corner, and Alex, he's still on the other side of that smoke, and they can't really get rid of him. He comes back for Elige, turns around, and it's a brilliant end for Alex. Absolutely perfect round, and we're in overtime. They're going to full distance here, Movistar Riders. They don't want to give up this series just yet.
Yeah, we will see how this concludes as the series continues on delivering. But first, a quick break.
It's Elige. He's at the backside of Catwalk. He can see players pushing him. He's spinning back and forth. Elige electric hold.
Looking to complete the sweep. Team Liquid have looked excellent here on Overpass. And Elige
This far, and Liquid, they are being pushed to their limits. This is a situation not many people expected, but the quality of play we have been getting out of the Spanish side deserves more CS.
It really does. Oh, wow. Jumping over the flames to put the AWP in play. Now, they've actually been testing. I think it's been DaviG who's been playing that position a bunch of times, and they've been testing him. This time, they put the AWP of SunPayus there instead, trying to sort of switch up the defense a bit. And it did get a lot of damage onto Elige. That almost worked for an opening kill in their favor. And now, instead, Liquid are going to turn it around and put some pressure on that A-bomb side. And DeathZz throwing up a smoke, almost in panic, it looked like, just trying to get out of position there.
A lot of utility being expended by DeathZz. Oh, shox, he's looking for the clear. And now, oh, plants before the site is actually ready. And so he's taken down. The bomb is still not planted. Movistar players have rotated on over. There's a big flank in mopoz. We'll see if that gets activated later.
And Elise too.
Yeah.
They're kind of both.
They might both flank. Oh, this is a huge interaction.
Yeah. Oh,
I think he spotted him.
yeah, he's sandwiched in, isn't he?
That's that. And now planting becomes nearly impossible for Liquid. It's just so difficult on this A site. A leg tag through the wall, and that's it. Movistar win the first round of overtime, and you can hear how excited they got.
They are so fired up.
Yes. Still staying focused, though. When they sent it to OT, it was... that cheer was loud. That was good. Like that.
Yeah, the pleasure of having the players back on land. It's so good.
Yes.
Gotta say, I mean, I understand Elige, he was solo on health. I think he played that. It's probably smart of him to fall back like that, but he needed the team to create the space, get the bomb down, and put some pressure on the CT side. It did not really happen.
Okay, early round mid control taken by Movistar. shox has inserted himself into lane, but the spam from mopoz gets him all the way down.
That is crazy. What a way to get started in a round. If you're Liquid, you're thinking, that is not really fair.
Rough way to go.
Yeah.
Appendages strewn everywhere.
That's tough. Okay, oSee wants to come back at it. Had a bit of a chance there. And he wants to see if he can hunt him down, but they're going to be smart about it. Smoke him off. Make him wait on the other side.
Still a lot of space that Liquid needs to take in order to have any chance of a successful round. They're just approaching Jaguar, and through the molly, oSee tries to find a pick. Instead, just takes 40 damage for his troubles.
Nitro's back checking T-spawn. That's how paranoid they are right now, Liquid, that something is up. He's actually gone to check all the way on the other side. And that's great. The thoroughness is definitely good. The problem is they don't really have time necessarily for it. 35 seconds. Now, Nitro's pretty sure no one's flanking, and he happens to be right in this particular round. 30 seconds as they're going to try and see if they can re-engage this bomb site. They have some smokes, they have an ability to execute, but they need to get a bit closer, and that is getting shut down. Forget everything I said. Gets taken away from them.
Simply no chance for Liquid in this round now. Too much space taken by Movistar. That is such an excellent double swing from them, coming out late. Before the exec even gets underway, they just take their own initiative. They take that space, and they do it with force. That's the Movistar we've been liking over the last couple days. They are in sync right now. You can see they are just fired up when they're on land together.
Super, super impressive. Yeah, the timing couldn't have been better. There's that opening. Boom.
Wow, that's just perfect timing. It's right when that entry player has to look left, look right, and that's when they swung. Couldn't have worked better for Movistar.
So, 2 of the first rounds of overtime going the way of Movistar, and now the question is, could Liquid find anything in this opening half of overtime? Even one round would be huge if you think about the sort of the proportional structure of how overtime works. Sort of, maybe it's not completely fair to say, but it's almost like one round is a little bit like winning 5 rounds in regulation. So, still a lot to fight for, even if it's just one.
In terms of the fraction, it was 9-6, 9-6.
Yeah.
2-1, that would just be par for course.
Yeah.
Okay, mopoz set up for a mid-swing. That's an excellent flash from DeathZz. And mopoz, he still holds the line. Oh, that flash doesn't go over. Elige gets blind. Can't take advantage of it.
Small mistake, but it could definitely have a outsized outcome here. 4 on 5. If they could have got the return there, it would have been everything. Bomb still back in T-spawn while they're working the rest of the map. Trying to get that control. Oh, such a good return. Sees the tracers, happy to do it. mopoz, that was a nice read from Nitro. I thought actually that was going to work out for him.
Yeah, that was a bold play from mopoz at that. Still, man advantage lies with Movistar. And those are the last nades for Liquid. They have to commit to this play. 30 seconds remain. Looks like a boost is going to be assembled here for Alex. If he's able to pick off anyone, this is going to be dire for Liquid.
Oh, wow. That is a pretty good start. If you're in a 4-on-3 like that, try and shoot the enemies through the smoke. It is going to make things a little bit easier. There is a flank coming in from DeathZz as well. Alex trying to jiggle his way out of this situation with the AK. Pretty uncomfortable. Has to be careful he doesn't jiggle right into a headshot himself. Nice find there for Naf. He needed that kill badly. That takes care of the flank. And now, can they actually go for this? I mean, they are going to have to go for it. There's no saving now. It's the last round of the first half of overtime. SunPayus taking down shox. And they're worried about that spam coming through, and who can blame them? It's been a feature of this map for a bit now. Naf swings for it. We had to check if anyone was there, and SunPayus with the deagle, and he can't get the job done. Instead, it's Nitro saving his team, and they get 1 out of 3 rounds in that first half. That is so important for Liquid.
Great timing on Nitro to push right there. We're getting a timeout call at the moment, but this looked like mopoz did enough. 5 on 3. You're on Ancient especially, CT side, you're gonna win that 8 out of 10 times, if not more. And yet, Liquid were able to fight on back, and just love this from Nitro at the end. He recognizes that Naf is being pressured, that he's going for the swing. It's almost a double swing from Cave and Ramp simultaneously. They link up, and it's Nitro to come out on top.
Whew. That is... If they hadn't got that round, it just might have been very, very tricky. Because again, this has now been a while because we've been playing a bunch of rounds since then, but Movistar was so good on the T side. And I really hope they return to that slightly slower style that they were playing, because it just looked like it was so much better than when they were trying for the faster stuff.
Yes. Every time Movistar let the clock bleed to 55 seconds before they executed whatever their first plan of attack was, it felt very effective.
Well, we're going to get more or less straight into it, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
SunPayus opening the round with a couple of AWP kills, basically running up the ramp into the B bomb site. Attempted return, but this round has been wiped out. We're talking about the slow nature of it, but they actually come out swinging with that AWP right off the bat, and it just works perfectly.
The bomb's behind Naf right now. I don't think he's going to recognize it. He just ran right back. He didn't spot it. I don't think he should see it now.
Yeah, surely.
Oh, man, that changes everything. That changes everything.
There's no way, Maui.
There should be no chance. There's so much utility on Movistar. They should find a way to put this together.
He has a smoke.
This angle is also very powerful. The leaf angle, that's how a lot of people like to default when they're holding for the B pushes. It's so tough to spot that player out. He could use that. He could fall back to a new position. And he even has a smoke. And there's 35 seconds left.
Oh, go on. Surely not. Surely not. He's moved up a little bit further. They made the jump pass. And they have him out of the open. That is a very, very nice run-in from Alex. Oh, that could have been dangerous.
Wow. Wow, that got tense at the end there. Alex relieves the pressure with a double Glock dink. That's not how anybody thought that was going to end. But now, Movistar,
one more round.
Yeah, they got 2 chances to find a single round to pull off and complete the upset versus Liquid. Double op setup coming out from Liquid, though. Naf and oSee both wielding it.
18-16. Yeah, why not go for that double op? Interested to see Naf play the other one, but I'll take it. SunPayus sneaking his way in, trying to look for an angle. Something pulled him away from it. Started to feel a bit unsafe. But they're back to that slow style. And Liquid, I don't think they even found the answer to this in regulation. I don't think they even understood necessarily how to solve this problem. Oh,
that was close. And the smoke was fading too. But shox still alive. And there we go. Movistar taking a little bit of space with about a minute left on the clock. SunPayus looking for that contact entry into Donut. He will find oSee, but who's going to win this duel? Oh, SunPayus comes out on top. That's a huge opening for Movistar in this round.
Oh, yeah. That gives them an opportunity. 50 seconds now. And they're starting to shrink back from that part of the map. All grouping up. Only shox is defending this side. A massive risk, a massive roll of the dice here for Liquid, hoping that it's going to be an A attack, and we can tell it's not. shox will have to fight this on his own. 1 versus 5. Grenades are raining everywhere. There's nothing he could do. They're going to be shooting in the back in a couple of seconds, and there's mopoz opening it up, and that just might be it. 5 versus 3. It's going to be a bomb plant, and it's going to be a near impossible retake here for Team Liquid to try and keep the dream alive.
A single smoke on Nitro. That's all they have to work with.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Elige, he'll open it up, taking down DaviG. That smoke is going to go a little bit further, maybe than they were expecting. It's going to be a nice shot for mopoz, and still 2 versus 3. A jump pass. Naf gets the shot. SunPayus is there, and now Nitro, he is stuck, sandwiched in. He gets the one headshot, spins around, but it's 19 to 16, and it's Movistar's taking down Team Liquid in overtime on the 3rd map. What a story.
You can see how excited these Spanish players are, Anders. This is a huge victory for Movistar. They've now taken down the heavy hitters in the group. They took down